So welcome everyone to the Czech community meeting. Today is the 5th of July, and as usual, let's start from releases section. You can see that we have released 7.32.2 version recently. And for today we have two topics. And the first one from Floren, it's about template with forms for GitHub issues. Floren, could you start please?
Yeah. So today we have some templates when we create some bugs. Maybe I will share my screen. So today we have templates when we create bugs, for example, question, bug report. And when we create templates, here we have markdown templates and we have some comments. And here we have some questions, but it's seen as task with GitHub. And when I will create my issue by submitting, I will have all this value here. Now with GitHub Forms, it's possible to decouple or leverage the questions that we ask to the user and the data that is persisted in the issue. So here, for example, I'm 4, so I can add the title as before. But here I have some welcome information that will not be persisted in my bug. So this is some information that we can display to the users, but it is not stored inside the bug. And here we can describe the bugs. We can have drop-down, select the Czech version. We can have the steps. We can select the runtime with, for example, multiple value. And at the end, if I select everything, if I click on create my bug, I only have the useful information in my bug report. So I don't have any tasks. Here I don't see any tasks because we had dropped down to select the value. And here, for example, in Czech, I can see here, for example, 18 tasks, 23 tasks. It's because we have all the available values here listed. I would say it will simplify what we have in the issue if we go with GitHub Forms, and we can have some nice UI to select the value. So you may comment on the issue if you have some feedback. Probably I will ask and send an email to Chedev as well.
Thank you, Floren. Looks very cool for me. And I see a question from Fabrice. Is it possible to have the same for PR templates?
So today I didn't see that for PR templates. It's only for issue. But maybe they will improve that for GitHub templates. For now, GitHub Forms are only for the issue.
Okay. Any questions here?
Yeah, hello, sorry if I missed that. And if you modify such issue description, you will get the form, or we will modify the just markdown?
So it just templates as before, just is that instead of writing in Markdown, you write it in YAML. So if you change the template, it will change the bug that is displayed or the template. I don't know if I replied to your question.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to existing issue that is created from the form and you hit edit button.
So I don't see, I will not see anymore my templates.
Okay.
Just the final value.
Okay, just a little drawback probably. So with that, we like lose the whole context, like the all platforms that we have, and if user is able to reproduce it on one more platform, he would need to find a way how we is expected to edit there instead of just clicking the item. You would need to edit the markdown and add some values that is not unified.
I think it's fine if the user can edit afterwards.
Yeah, that's fine that he can edit, but with the previous way, we still had the choice to tick the previously unselected. Like now I'm able to reproduce in a Minikube as well as Minishift. And it was just simple click, but now it's editing markdown and provisioning the value that may be not in the way that we expect to see. But yeah, it's just minor drawback. Don't mind. Thank you for answering.
Other comments here? If no, I think we can go to the next topic, and the next one about more metadata in GitHub Che repository. There is no name for the topic, or is it from you?
Yeah, it's fine. So we have several tools that analyze labels, and we have the wiki where we have the team assignment between the area labels and the teams. But this information is not stored inside the GitHub Che repository. I wanted to add the mapping between the area labels and the teams in a YAML file in the Che repository, if possible. So anyone wanted to see or have the current value would be able to look at the file definition. And for example, we have some labels in several Che repositories, but it is not consistent. We have different label names because sometimes we need some labels in one repository. So we just add the new label, but for example, the colors are not the same. It's not always the same value. I wanted to have like some consistency and to add all the labels of Che in all the others Che repositories. So for example, in the pull request, if you want to apply a new and noteworthy label, for example, or any other label, we could find any of the Che label here.
Sounds good for me. Any comments or questions here?
Which labels will be synchronized to the other repositories? Is it just things like bug or new and noteworthy? Because I think some of the area labels wouldn't make sense to propagate them, right?
So the idea is to have all the labels in the file, and then we can decide, for example, if we apply all the area or the kind.
No, but I mean, for example, like area plugins doesn't really apply to dashboard repository, for example. Or like Chetheia area label doesn't apply to, I don't know,
Like,
deploy.
for example, in dashboard, at some point, you were able to configure the plugins or the editors. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the areas are for issues, and we only use Eclipse Che for issues. So I mean, it's not for, so the other repositories are used for PRs, and we don't use areas and
So yeah, for every question, we could exclude areas and we sync to other repositories.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mario. I forgot about that. One other thing I want to mention about the team. So the team thing is kind of a Red Hat specific label. So maybe we could do like Red Hat team / whatever it is. Let people from the community know that it's something for Red Hat only. Because, for example, some random committer isn't going to know what the plugins team is, for example.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, if we're just using the team stuff for running reports, if that's necessary to persist in the repository.
What do you mean running reports?
I'm not sure how you're using the team labels. Is it external tools, or do you assign them, or?
Every sprint, the current issue are assigned to a specific team.
I mean, I think that like team leaders assign issues to their team, so it's not somebody else that is doing that. So it's a way to let know others that that team is going to work on that issue during current sprint. So that's the it's not for generating any report. So I don't know. I'm not aware of any report generated by team. So using the team labels.
But they're not already doing that. That's the plan, right? Because
No, that's how they work now.
So we already have them.
Yeah, like for example, when I do the sprint plan, I set the team plugins label on all the issues that our team will be owning.
Okay.
So that it's clear to other people that it's been taken, yeah.
Okay, any
But yeah, I think
comments
that
here?
to have like teams / and then prefix with Red Hat, like the Red Hat plugins team. So I don't know if tomorrow there will be another company. They may have a team with a team working on something. They may have like team / the name of the company.
Okay, so I will send a mail proposing that to rename the team labels with a prefix. If we can persist this kind of information in the share repository.
Okay, any other questions, comments here? We don't have any topics for today. Anything else to discuss today? If no, thank you for joining and see you in a week. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's all. Bye.